I would say for me, the one thing that really inspired me when I was younger was remodeling homes and taking apart a home that was maybe only 10 years old that just failed on many levels. When you tore the home apart, how many harmful materials were floating about in the air. And I just felt there has to be a better way to do this.
I think one thing that really struck me that kind of put the figure green into me is when I did the footprint calculator, I found it would take about 2.5 Earths to sustain my lifestyle.
My husband and I started collecting all our recyclables and actually having to drive to somewhere in Berkeley to go drop them off way back when we first met. You know, it just seemed like the right thing to do.
People say it's in our DNA. It has to do with fully engaging the world around us. And it's not just the right thing to do ethically, but it's the only thing to do.
Sustainable design and the issues related to that are central to not just our profession and design, but to sort of the future of the planet, kind of bigger philosophical thing.
The decisions that we make and what we specify and how we design really affects not only the people that we design these buildings for, the occupants, but it also affects the communities that are surrounding these buildings that we design.
Really, for me, it's about how we can improve the environment at the same time we're reducing energy use.
We can make great improvements on reducing toxin loads in us by making better material selections inside the building.
The more you talk about the importance of thinking about buildings and building materials in a sustainable manner, the more people are going to become aware of it and make it more of a no-nonsense, duh, why don't we do it?
You have to educate the users about what energy efficient buildings are.
We try to educate future clients, programs such as architects in schools or any boards that we serve on, whether it be our kids' school.
And I think the industry has really responded well. I mean, people don't come and knock on our door unless they have addressed that issue. It's impressive.
As clients also start to learn about what green design really is, I mean, everyone's initial thought is, oh, it's going to be so expensive. Once they really see what they're putting into their home, it's actually going to be more durable products, they're going to be
Healthier,
and it's like, it's not really so much about the price, but it's more about the quality and what they're going to be getting.
And that in turn has come around to some of our clients to being involved in a lot of the sustainable stuff that we've done. So my inspiration comes from it.
What we feel is this artificial barrier between great design and green design. And so we're in the process now of trying to eliminate some of those things and just say, look, this is just good design.
Trying to get outside of just architecture and interior design, but into design as a general broad practice.
We all have to start working on an institutional level to try to change stuff, otherwise it's just not going to work.
Looking at a project holistically would be what I'm most passionate about. Like, you're not quite getting at the true nature of sustainability if you're just picking and choosing things here and there. Piece by piece are sustainable, but on a whole are not.
It just isn't how much low E glazing you can put on a building or recycled carpet with low VOC. It was actually pushing also technology of sustainability.
The best thing is when manufacturers are just completely open book. If you want to know the whole story, cradle to cradle, about all the materials that we use.
So when I can physically see, a company and go there and be personally involved with it, then I can speak personally about how that factory is run.
I mean, if we ask questions about what goes into these products, what kind of substances, what kind of chemicals, how do they affect indoor air quality?
Is it UV stable? Does it have recycled content? Does it have natural content? Is there a way to increase the percentage of all those things?
If somebody knows that we care about that, and enough people begin to ask those questions, then the manufacturers begin to change the products that they're creating. And so we see market transformation.
those are things that are important to us, and in a lot of cases important to our clients, because there are certain clients we have who really value that as an expression of who they are.
It all gets down to human behavior. If people don't understand how it is to live and work appropriately in a super green building, you don't achieve everything that you could.
As passionate as we were about this idea, this issue, when we were in our 20s, now that we're a little bit older, we have, I think, even greater passion for the role that architecture can play that we feel is going to be essential for us to survive as a society.
You kind of feel that as a steward of the earth, and you're handing it over to your kids pretty soon, that you want to hand it over to them in better condition and be a little more responsible about what you do while you're here and the impact that we have. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to make a big difference.